Hi, my name is Eric Stasiowski. I'm manager of online marketing and e-commerce at the Timken company. I work within the marketing group here, and part of my responsibilities is to work with teams to develop a really great experience online for our customers when they engage with the Timken brand. So on our engineering tools website, we have a registration experience. That's where users can come in, they can log in and get access to special features and benefits and capabilities on the website. There are 5 capabilities within the My Account section that are really useful for users to access. One is the ability to save bearings. So when you search on the website, you can save that bearing to your My Account section. Number 2 is you can save a calculation, a report. Let's say you work on our website and you run a different calculation. The outputs of that calculation can be saved and added to your My Account section. That's really helpful because now you don't have to go back and do it a second time. Number 3 is we've got hundreds of pieces of literature on the website. So if you see a catalog, a case study, a technical white paper, a piece of literature, you can save those also to your My Account section. Number 4 is you can save your local Timken sales office. If you have a question about any of the products you see online, that's an easy access to one of our sales office locations around the world. So you can save your local one to your My Account section. And finally, you can save your local authorized Timken distributor to your My Profile section. That is important because we have more than 7,000 authorized distributors on our website, and so you having the ability to select the one that's closest to you, maybe one that you already have an existing relationship with, is really important. You save that to your My Profile, easy access in case you have questions in the future. You can go right to your distributor, and you can access that information right from your My Account, My Profile section of the website.
Here we are on the homepage of the Engineering Tools website. The URL is engineering.timken.com. And today we're going to show you functionality contained within the My Dashboard section of this website. If you go to the homepage, you click on your name, you must be logged in first. You'll see the My Dashboard appears in the top right corner. If I click on My Dashboard, what then appears on the screen is a personalized area of the website. Again, you must be a registered, logged in user to see this page. What I want to do is walk you through some of the features of this My Dashboard page. First of all, you can see it's personalized. You're able to, right at the top, edit your profile, whether that's your name, email address, company affiliation. You can do that easily by clicking on Edit Profile. If I look along the left side of the website, you see there's a section called My Projects. There is a My Account section, so you can review your account details. You can select your local Timken authorized distributor, called My Distributors. And similarly, you can select your local Timken sales office in your region. That's called My Sales Office. So now I'm going to walk through each of these so you have a better idea of the functionality contained within this dashboard. First is I'm going to actually start with My Distributors. If you click on My Distributors, you can see it brings you down to this portion of the My Dashboard page. Right now I have no distributors selected. It's very easy to select a distributor. If you click on this link, it opens up our distributor locator, and we have more than 7,000 authorized Timken distributors listed on this distributor locator. Simply search by your location. I'm going to type in Canton, Ohio. You can see it auto suggests cities and streets and countries. You can change the radius of your search. I'm going to stay at 25 miles. You can change it over to kilometers from miles if you want. Finally, you can filter the search results of our distributor locator by type of distributor, either aircraft landing wheel specialist, an automotive distributor, or an industrial distributor. Today I'm interested in an industrial distributor, so I'm going to search 25 miles within Canton, Ohio, and you can see there's multiple that show up in this area. 2 ways to reveal those distributors. One is either scroll down and you can see the distributors listed here. I kind of like just clicking on the red map icon, and here you can see a distributor called Yohe Supply Company. And in here you have the phone number, the address, how far it is away from the location. You can click on this link to get to their website, get driving directions, and then this link here is the one I want to show you. It's called Save to My Account. So if you click on this and you are logged in, this will now be saved to your dashboard. And so let's look at that. All right, so now I'm back over in My Dashboard area. I'm in the distributor locator, and I simply just need to refresh my browser. And we would expect to see a distributor sitting under the My Distributors. If I click on that, you can see that yes, indeed, Yohi Supply Company in Canton, Ohio is now here, and you can easily visit their website, get directions, or you could remove them completely. Now within the My Distributor section, you can add multiple distributors, and it's a really handy tool so that you don't have to continue to perform a search on the distributor locator. So I recommend you checking it out. Now I'm going to show you the My Sales Office functionality off of the My Dashboard page. Similar to My Distributors, we did not have one listed already, but you can click on this handy link right here and it brings you to our Timken Sales Office locator. In this case, we still have the 25-mile radius. You can extend that if you want. You can change from miles to kilometers. We have more than 50 Timken sales offices around the globe. I'm just going to pick this one right here in the Texas area. And you can see it's got contact information, phone number, and you can also send an email directly to the sales office, in this case in Texas, if you have a question or inquiry that needs to be answered. You can get driving directions, and what we're going to do here is we're going to save this to my account so that, again, I don't need to perform this search every time. If I know that the Dallas, Texas sales office is the one I want to do business with, that's closest to me, you can save it once and it will automatically populate to your dashboard. And if I refresh my browser, and either I scroll down or click on My Sales Office, you can see now, yes, indeed, that the Southwest Regional Sales Office is on my dashboard. Again, you can have multiple sales offices here. You can also remove, and there's quick hyperlinks to the email address, to the getting directions, and even to the phone number. Really easy, one-click technology to get to the Timken sales office in your area. So that's a demonstration of My Distributors and My Sales Office. Now let's go into My Projects. There's a whole host of functionality within the My Projects area. As you can see on the screen right now, there is no projects that exist. To create a new project, very simply click on Create a New Project. This link in the top right corner. And here you can assign a name. Since I am working on a combine project within the agricultural industry, I'm going to call it Combine Project Number 1. You can name it whatever you want. And now we've created our first project. And it's called Combine Project Number 1. Now within each project, really powerful functionality here. You can add multiple bearings, multiple seals, grease products, sales literature or catalogs related to your project, or reports, but this is a really kind of a one-stop shop for all the information you might need for your project. First I'm going to do is add a bearing. You click on that, it goes to our bearing search tool, and I'm just going to arbitrarily pick a popular part, LM11949, and I'm going to do search. And right here you can see is the listing of the results. It's here's the part number here, and we can go to the product detail page. We can compare this part, or we can save it. If I click on the plus sign here under Save, you can see this Add to Project has now been illuminated. And I can simply add this to my Combine project. And there's an indicator right down in the bottom right corner that says 1 bearing added to the project. You can see that notification here, so it was successful. Now, if you wanted to first look at the product detail page, you click View Details. And here you can see all the technical specifications, the UPC, features and benefits, a nice photo of this part. And you can also see all the technical specifications of this part as well. So before you save it to your My Project, your Combine project, you can look at the product detail page, and then you can also add it to the project here. Now, since I've already added it to the Combine project, it is grayed out. But if I wanted to add it to a new project, you certainly could go through the new process of establishing a name and assigning this bearing to it. So for now, we're just going to exit out of this. Now you'll see, not only do I have the Combine project number 1, but I now have something added to it. And you can see a quick visualization here on your dashboard, but if you click within the project on that orange link, you'll see now that tapered roller bearing is sitting there. And this is the one that we just looked at a second ago. So that's how you add a bearing. It's the same process for adding a seal or a grease part number. Now what I'm going to do is actually show you how to add a piece of sales literature or catalog. So since this is an agriculture project and it's a combine, I'm kind of curious what the Timken company offers to that application. So I'm going to go out here, click on Add Documents, and it brings us to the Catalog and Literature site. Now you don't necessarily need to go through the project to get to the Catalogs and Literature site. If you actually go right here at the top of the website, click on Catalogs and Literature, you'll get there the same way. So here they have over 128 pieces of literature loaded. I really am only interested in agriculture. If I click on agriculture and hit apply, then I'll get a filtered number of results, 30 of them in total. And if I scroll down here, there is, okay, Timken Solutions for the Agriculture Industry. I can certainly download that. I can open up this PDF, or as you can see right here, there is a save functionality. So I'm going to click save, and I want to save it to my Combine project. Again, it gives you the opportunity to select and create a new project, but I have an existing project and I want to add this piece of literature to it. And once that is done, then you get a notification that it's saved. And if I go to the My Dashboard page, again, you have to be logged in. You'll see under Combine project number 1, I now have 2 items sitting in here. And if I open it up, here's the roller bearing that we saw earlier. And now under Documents, you can see there's a 1, and there's the brochure. Finally, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to save a report. I want to do, let's say, bearing fatigue life calculation right down here. So I'm going to pick that same part. All right, and then there's some additional inputs here that I can to calculate this report. That's one way to get to bearing fatigue life to run a report. Let me show you another way. And I think the second way is actually even more handy. I'm going to go to my dashboard. Okay, and I'm going to go to my project. And I just want to make sure I've selected the right bearing. So I'm going to actually click on see this bearing here. Then I'm going to click on the Apply to Tool. And so now I don't have to punch out separately to the website and kind of go through this process of making sure I'm picking the right bearing. I can do it right from my project, right from my dashboard. So I want to run a bearing fatigue life on this tapered roller bearing. So now it goes right there, and you can see it's auto-populated, which is really handy. I'll look it up, and now the bearing fatigue life calculator is displayed on the screen. I'm just going to put some dummy numbers in here, and we're going to hit calculate. Okay, so now there are some results here. Again, this is just a mock demonstration. So there's a lot of good data here, and I don't want to necessarily run this calculation again, but I do want to save it for future reference. And there is a nice little tool up here called Save Report, and I can save that to my Combine report. And we're going to give some comments here because I might have to run a second calculation in the future. Giving it a report name. Hit save. And now we get confirmation that this has successfully been created. And if I go back to My Dashboard, I should have a bearing in there. I should have a piece of literature. Now I've got a report, 3 items, and yes, indeed, I do have 3 items in there. If I click on it, here are all the elements related to my combine project. I've got the bearing, I got the piece of literature, and I've got the report. And if I just happen to open up the report, you can see a PDF is generated. It's nicely formatted with the Timken logo on there. You have a QR code and all the information from the report that you just saw on the screen. So really a great utility, and it's right at your fingertips, and you don't have to run this calculation again.
There you have it. That's the My Account section of the Engineering Tools website. For more information, visit engineering.timken.com and check out the functionality for yourself.